So in general, I think it was a very puzzling game, and but now it's like I start thinking that okay, it was like just very interesting and very chaotic.
Obviously, if this had been a must-win game, then I might have treated it a bit differently.
No, a game was really crazy, so I had no idea what's going on.
Hello everyone and welcome to Dubai and Game 3 of the Fide World Championship Dubai 2021. I'm your host Maurice Ashley. Yesterday's game was an incredible battle. After a draw in Game 1, both players came into the game thinking about victory. World champion Magnus Carlsen played a very aggressive opening, sacrificing a pawn right out the gate, trying to get the initiative. But a mistake on his part in the beginning caused his challenger Jan Nepomniachtchi to have the advantage and even win material, the exchange, at some point early in the game. However, Magnus, with tenacity, with defense, planted a knight on the d6 square and then was able to maneuver, defend accurately, even put some pressure on his opponent before finally the game fizzled out into a draw. Today's game, you can expect more of the same action as Jan Nepomniachtchi will have the white pieces. Magnus certain to want to score a win. He hasn't won a game in classical chess in a world championship in 5 years. Will he be able to deliver today? We will see as the action is set to begin.
Today, more than ever, when the world comes together to create a better tomorrow.
It's going to be magic. Oh,
La magie. Magic. Magic with music.
with architecture.
With colors.
Magic with celebration.
With your safety.
From here.
There.
And everywhere.
For 6 whole months, day and night.
Join the making of a new world, starting October 1st.
Want to play chess but don't know how to get started? Try chess.com. Play for free against someone at your level or challenge one of our friendly computer bots. Trying to improve your chess? Learn the Queen's Gambit and other openings with guided interactive lessons. Like chess but don't want the pressure of playing games? Chess.com has hundreds of thousands of fun puzzles to help you relax and sharpen your mind. Play your friends, make new ones around the world, follow the latest games and more. Sign up and play for free at chess.com today.
The game feels very exciting. It feels like not a lot of people actually know what's going on in detail. So it's in a sense similar to Game 2 from yesterday. So it feels like the position is very complex. Neither player wants actually to simplify and go into a drawn ending or something. So they want to keep battling on. So that's exciting for all the chess fans.
Yeah, the chances of Jan actually winning, there is a potential that he can win. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. He plays a good attacking chess, and it's definitely a different style to what Magnus is playing. And I think the overall, 1-1 record is actually in Jan's favour. So, yeah, definitely a chance.
I think it'd just be very nice for chess to see kind of this rivalry spark up a bit more. And I feel like having a new world champion would also be very beneficial for chess as a whole.
I'm kind of a Magnus fan, I think. I think you watch him over the years, and he's clearly the world's best player that's lived ever. I think actually, and obviously with the advent of kind of other players coming through like Ferrugia, it's going to be quite interesting what happens in the next few years. But this is pretty amazing.
Okay, it's a hard question, but I would like to have a new world champion. I am a fan of the Nepal's game actually, and throughout the year I was watching his game, his performance in the Champions Chess Tour, and I was hearing the streams also and his reactions, his actions, and he did a great job I think throughout the year, and coming here now today he's facing the world champion and he has an opportunity to be the next one, so hopefully he will be. I'm a fan of Nepal, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Maurice Ashley, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to Game 3 of the Fide World Championship Dubai 2021. With the white pieces, from Russia, Jan Nepomniachtchi. Playing with the black pieces, from Norway, world champion Magnus Carlsen. The president of FIDE, Arkady Dvorkovich. Her Excellency, Hanan Al-Alili. And a tennis star, a 2004 winner of the French Open and former world number 2, Anastasia Miskina. Let the game begin. It's time for Game 3 of this heavyweight chess matchup, and Jan Nepomniachtchi has played the move pawn to e4 just as he did in Game 1, and Magnus instantly replying with the pawn to e5. That's the same move he played as well, and it looks like they're just copying the moves from that first game. Magnus showing that he is unafraid, playing his knight to c6, daring his opponent to go down the same path. Nepo trying to figure out what to do here, and he has played the same move, bishop to b5 from Game 1. Magnus writing down the move, and once again, instantly replying, showing that he is very confident with this line of play, and they are simply repeating those moves. Who will play the novelty as Magnus making the same move from the last game yet again? Magnus showing that he's not afraid to repeat this line, and Nepo has now played the move pawn to a4. He had played pawn to h3 on the other side of the board in the last game, and this time he has signaled to Magnus that he has something new prepared. Magnus now wondering, as Nepo gets up from the board, what his opponent has in mind. Magnus has been trying to work things out ever since Nepo played those unusual ideas in the opening, and you see the jacket's off, so definitely hot under the collar, and he needs to come up with some idea, and he's played his knight back to e7. An interesting move to be sure, and we see Nepo coming back from his rest area after Magnus's move, writing it down, recording it officially, and then looks like he's instantly banged down the move c4. Very confident indeed to just play his move as soon as he sat down. Is Magnus under real pressure right now as Nepo very confidently leaves the board once again?
If everybody in the it's Expo 2020 loved everybody in the world, what a glorious world this could be.
It's the culture, the music, the artwork, it's the people.
Come on and join us. A new world is just beginning.
My major weaknesses, in terms of my chess career, thinking about my chess career was, I don't know how would it sound, but it was like, of course, I didn't work too much at chess previously, indeed. Let's say then I was like 25 or 26, and I only started really working seriously recently. And the second one was, let's say, some lack of motivation. So obviously, speaking about this match, okay, indeed I worked like, a lot, and I think it would be too much if I say that I like motivation right now, right here. Yeah, so I guess this favors me in some way. Yeah, that at least to these major issues, being solved by himself.
Well, first of all, he's well prepared, but that goes for others as well. He's really, really good at putting pressure on you, and that is something that is not unique to him in the chess world, but he may be the best at combining pressure over the board and on the clock by always finding little tactics, little tricks to put pressure on you, and in that sense, he's fairly relentless.
I guess Magnus is very huge piece onto this, chessboard of chess history. But so far, I would not like to give some opinion on this, and I don't want to try to estimate, because so far he's an active player, and the day he, let's say, decides to pause or stop his career, then okay, then I can expect. But now, of course, he holds the historically highest rating, so at least in classical chess, and I think more or less the same in Blitz and in Rapid too. And currently he has all 3 titles of classical Blitz and Rapid world champion, so this is quite impressive, of course.
I think if I'm at the top of my game, I will win in classical, and probably before the last game.
If you play your best chess,
I will win.
I am super excited. I live in Dubai, and it is amazing to have the Dubai Championships here with Magnus Carlsen and Jan. It's fantastic. Really, it's great.
Well, we are very, very delighted to see the World Champion Cup in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. I think everyone is excited to see 2 giant players are battling for the World Cup.
That's super excited actually, because I didn't even know that it will be here held in Dubai and Expo Exhibition Center, and that was super excited for me to hear that it will be here, the city I'm living in for a couple of months actually. So I decided that I should see that actually with my eyes, with my own eyes, and feel the vibe, feel the atmosphere, and it's great to be here.
This is the target of our plans in UAE, to attract the new generation in order to play this mind game. And I think we have a lot of promising kids and adults in the United Arab Emirates. So this kind of event like the World Champion, for sure it will boost the game. It will give a big, support in order to have more chess activities around the country.
Nepo has looked very confident in his game, not staying at the board at all, and Magnus trying to figure out how to neutralize this pressure. And he is playing a very interesting move, retreating his bishop to the back rank. That's a bishop that was already in the game. Now he's taking it out of that advantageous square, that sector of the board, and now he's rerouting it. What's the big idea? This bishop retreat by Magnus seems to have stopped Jan in his tracks. He seems uncertain of what to do, maybe a bit befuddled, confused. Definitely a tricky idea by the champion, and Nepo searching for a reply. And so much thinking, to try to figure out exactly what the best procedure will be. And it looks like he has played the move D4, a big-time pawn move in the middle of the board. That's the aggressive response, to be sure. And we see there the two players crossing paths. Looks like they don't want to be at the chessboard at the same time when they're playing. And Magnus knows that Nepo has decided to come straight after him with the most aggressive move. Magnus trying to figure out how to neutralize this move, this aggression by Nepo, and he has captured the pawn on D4, getting rid of that aggressive pawn. Nepo now coming back and taking the pawn on D4 with his knight. Magnus continuing the capturing policy and taking the knight from the middle of the board, and Nepo now using his queen to capture that knight in the middle, and it's attacking now. That queen is attacking in multiple directions. Magnus feeling the presence of those active white pieces, especially that queen in the middle of the board. He needs to figure out exactly what to do to shut down any attack that Nepo might be thinking about. And his bishop has left the back row. We saw that bishop move earlier, and now it has jumped back into the game, putting some pressure on White's knight. Looks like a very good try to shut down any kind of diagonal pressure. A good move by Magnus. And it's clear to Nepo that this last move by Magnus is extremely tricky, not so easy to solve. What is he going to do to try to get any kind of advantage in this game?
Today, more than ever, when the world comes together to create a better tomorrow.
It's going to be magic.
La magie.
Magic. Magic with music.
With architecture.
With colors.
Magic with celebration.
With your safety.
From here.
There.
And everywhere.
For 6 whole months, day and night.
Join the making of a new world, starting October 1st.
If everybody in the
It's Expo 2020.
loved everybody in the world, what a glorious world this could be.
It's the culture, the music, the artwork. It's the people.
Come on and join us. A new world is just beginning.
It is a pleasure to have you here. You are here at a chess tournament. What does it feel like to be at the World Chess Championship?
World chess champion. It's something really special for me. When I was a little kid, my coach was trying to teach me to play chess. So now I'm really happy to join this competition and, feel the smell of the best chessmen in the world.
You yourself have been a champion. You're the 2004 French Open winner. What does it take to be a champion?
To be a champion, I think for me the main thing is a discipline, and I'm trying to put this in my kids. So I think when you know what is that, when you have to get up really early, do homework, practice, do something else, I think the discipline, the main thing for the World Championship.
Who are you rooting for in this event?
I'm Russian, so of course for Jan, I wish him all the best, and I hope he's gonna win.
He's the challenger. What does it require for a challenger to overcome a champion? You've defeated Martina Hingis, Venus Williams. These are former champions. What does it take to break past that kind of level? What advice would you give to Jan?
Well, the advice I want to give to Jan, be focused, not relax, and of course, when you have this team, that kind of team who supports you, I think you can do whatever you want. But I'm sure he can do it.
What about the intimidation factor? First time in, he's never done a championship before. Magnus has done 4 of them already. how do you get past being intimidated by a star when you know you have to play against them?
You know, when you play against the star, I think that's the main thing, not to be afraid of them, because they're also human beings, so they can do the mistakes. So you have to just wait, and I'm sure he's really smart enough to do this right move.
Jan Nepomniachtchi, frustrated, trying to figure out what to do in this position against the world champion. His mind no doubt racing, although his head is down, thinking about the position in front of him, knowing that the weight of the world is on his shoulders as he tries to solve the puzzle, what to do about this last move that has really baffled him. The world champion just throwing severe obstacles in his way, and he's got to figure out something if he wants to win this game. Deep in thought, thinking for so many minutes, a difficult position in front of him, and he has played h3, pawn to h3. What a strange looking move, but Nepo seems confident that he has come up with a good solution, definitely not one I would have picked. But now he's getting up from the board as Magnus races back to sit down and try to figure out why he would play such a cryptic move. Magnus's approach has been ideal so far, a little bit restrained. He feels some pressure, but it's about time now that he plays the most thematic move on the board, and there he goes. He's played d5, a pawn advance. It's attacking the knight on c4. It's also attacking the pawn on e4. This is definitely a good move that Nepo will have to try to come up with a solution for. Writing down the move now and then looking at the position, knowing that Magnus is playing fearless chess at the moment. It's been cut and thrust. What to do about this attack on his knight? Will he move it? Will he exchange a pawn in the middle of the board? Big choice right now for Jan Nepomniachtchi, as Magnus knows he's got a good position. And look at this, he has ignored the attack on his knight to attack Magnus's knight. What a move right now. Tension as both knights are currently under attack. Magnus thinking about this aggressive counter move by Nepo, and oh, wait a minute, he hesitated there before making his next move, but there he goes, capturing the knight on c4. That's a knight ahead for him, but his own knight is under attack. Will Nepo take that knight first? Actually, no, he has captured the queen on d8, but a simple trade on the d8 square. Magnus recapturing on d8. And now he has taken the knight. So a lot of pieces leaving the board. Magnus now playing the move bishop to b4. That offers yet another trade, a mass set of trades happening on the board. Not such a dangerous move, however, as Magnus can capture the bishop on c3, and there he goes, capturing that bishop, but it's just a trade of bishops. White able to capture the bishop back. And now the king taking the pawn in front of it, and so many trades have occurred that I don't see any way that either side is going to win this game. Now much later in the game, and it's still the same. All those trades have occurred. No way anyone's going to win. The players' faces are telling the story, and now they're just making really meaningless moves as no one can make progress. It's obvious that this position is going to be a draw, and there it is. They have agreed to it. Game 3 has ended in a draw. The match remains tied. It's a fight between two heavyweights, and neither one of them can land a solid blow.
I guess it was a clean game and a very logical one. And even in the end game, if I would be, given a couple of tempi, I could pose some problems in this, like say, bishop end game. But I mean, okay, especially once Black Kings enter c5 and the 5 f4, there is never anything for white.
I was obviously making some fairly ugly moves, but it seems all to work out reasonably well. At least I couldn't see any concrete way to pose serious problems. So I think it was a reasonably logical game.
I could roughly say that opening ended up in my favor. Like I got some very slight edge, but it looked like it's going to be, let's say, long term. But then, this a5 move from Magnus is, positionally surely questionable, but seems like after some precise moves, Black can be close to equality.
As the match goes along, with each draw, you get a bit more tense. But I would say so far, it's 3 games, and personally, I've been Black in 2 of them, I'm fairly satisfied.
Thank you, everyone. That concludes our press conference. We will have our next game at 16:30, 2 days from now. Tomorrow's a rest day. Expect an exciting game 4. Thank you and good night.